me. It was something that I would have made fun of. But at 12, I moved to England, and my mom was outspoken against the church, so they would come and stalk us. Because there's a lot of pushback when you leave the church. You get excommunicated, and if you speak out, they come and they come after you. But for my early teen years, I began to be fascinated with occultic practices. I did tarot cards, I did crystal healing, and I was talking to angelic spirit guides and all these, just opening my spiritual ears to whatever would want to come talk to me. And many voices came. And all this was fueled. It starts off with movies, magical themes, things about witchcraft and magical powers, and that's how it all starts off, very innocent. And this developed into full-fledged witchcraft, paganism, and goddess worship, wanting to be my own god. I would do rituals to just anything. This creates a cycle. So you lose your peace, and you need to do a ritual to gain peace, and that in turn puts you in this very demonic cycle, going over and over. And I opened every door possible, and the power that I was messing with felt real, just because it was, but it was very demonic, it was very evil. I had no rest. At this time, I was drinking heavily, I was doing drugs, I was partying every night, I would drink until I would black out. And on top of that, I was in a demonic battle with bulimia every day. Everything I ate, I would have to throw it up every single day, everything I ate. And I was completely in bondage, and I was told what to do all the time by these spirits, and I had no freedom. But by God's grace, I was freed from these destructive habits and began to realize the danger of dabbling in the occult. I'd suffered the consequences of this demonic torment and restlessness every day. I couldn't sleep, and I'd be afraid to open my eyes, so I'd want to keep my eyes shut all day because of things I would see. And as terrifying as these encounters were, it gave me an understanding of the unseen spiritual realm and made me desperately seek refuge and protection from the evil I was experiencing. Because there's always, in the New Age, there's, wanting to seek this light, but it's a counterfeit. So it's magic for the miraculous, and it's a fake version of what Jesus did, of his healing, and the intention was good. I wanted to heal people, and I wanted to bring light to people's lives, but it was the devil masks himself as an angel of light. So around this time, I began to be infatuated with church and religious art and imagery and just these beautiful paintings of heaven, and I could sense a draw to the divinity, and it was so beautiful to me. My dad lives in Rome, and I'd been there before, but with this new love for the art, I was so excited to see it again, to go to every church. And I remember going from church to church and being overwhelmed by all the art. And everywhere I turned, I came face to face with the cross. But coming from New Age, there's not anything particularly glamorous or sparkly about it. And so there was a disconnect in my mind. And I always think back to Isaiah 53:2, and it says, when we shall see him, there's no beauty that we should desire him. And that's the deception that was under. There was nothing that made me feel nice about it, because it's a hard thing to come to terms with, that he bore all of it for us, and he suffered so much for us. It's hard to face because we don't deserve it. And this was true for me. So in my ignorance, I paid it no mind, but God had been preparing my heart. He really, really had. So when I came home, everywhere I would turn, this is my appointment, everywhere I would turn, evangelists would be saying, Jesus wants to come into your heart, over and over and over. I heard it everywhere, and I couldn't escape from it. So I came home, and then I'd been so deceived by false doctrine before that I wasn't ready to trust anything. I didn't know what to trust. And then all of a sudden, God gave me a vision of a battering ram coming into my heart over and over. And I remember resisting it and going, no, 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 no. And it just kept going harder and harder and harder, to the point where I couldn't resist it anymore. It broke in. I was baptized by his spirit. I called out his name, and I had no prior knowledge of doctrine. So there was no reason to believe, but I just knew that I knew that he was Lord. And I felt all the evil spirits come out of me, because I've been doing yoga every day and inviting them to come and live with me. I felt them all come out of me. And that was the day that just completely changed everything. And I'm healed. I'm so happy. And by the grace of God, I am what I am.
Amen.
Amen. Praise God.